Everybody, welcome to Jacob's Quest, and today we have yet another series rumored for Disney Plus. As I keep on saying, 2020 is the year for drama and rumors, and we have another rumor, but that's okay. Look, Star Wars Squadrons is coming out very soon, this Friday, and I'm very excited. So you know what? Why not? Give me some more rumors. Give me some more stuff to talk about. I'm okay with that. So this is from The Direct. Star Wars Disney rumored to be planning multiple Darth Bane projects. Now, interesting here, it's multiple Darth Bane projects, not just a singular series, right? Like if it was just a rumored for one series, they would just say one, but multiple projects. That's interesting. Okay, so Disney is definitely expanding on its plans for Star Wars now that the sequel film trilogy is out of the way. Following the success of The Mandalorian on Disney Plus, the studio has already put in motion live-action prequel series for Obi-Wan Kenobi and Rogue One's Cassian Andor, as well as a new animated series focused on the Bad Batch. Okay, so those are the three that are confirmed. Okay. It's looking likely that Disney is wanting to take a shared universe approach to Star Wars, the what people have called the Dave Filoni verse that they're talking about here, similar to what is achieved with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And in order to do that, the company is digging into the rich history of lore and characters that Star Wars has to offer. Okay, so let's pause right there. Let's try and list them off, because there have been so many rumored projects that are still rumors. Some of them have been confirmed. The Bad Batch series, which has been confirmed, started off as just another one of these rumors by Kessel Run Transmissions, and that was confirmed. So, so let's try to list them off. There's Mace Windu, Ezra Bridger and Thrawn was another one. Boba Fett, Ahsoka. These are all like series that have been rumored to be happening. Let's see, what was another one? Let's see. Okay, so Mace Windu, Ezra Bridger and Thrawn, Ahsoka, Boba Fett. Oh, I'm missing one. What am I missing? There was like a big one. Oh, the Rebels sequel series. There you go. The Rebels sequel series. And I think there might have been even... Oh, there was a Darth Maul thing, like supposedly with Crimson Dawn, possibly, like Darth Maul projects. And then there was an actual like Solo sequel, like the movie Solo, like a sequel series to that may or may not have been the same thing as the Darth Maul project. So there's just a lot of stuff that like has been supposedly happening. And it definitely looks like there's going to be this Filoniverse. Definitely seems like the real deal. So let's keep on reading. According to insider Daniel Rickman's Patreon, Daniel Rickman, who is one of the people that I say are like in my 5 or 6 scoopers that I actually trust, that their judgment is sound, that they're reporting on this stuff. Disney has plans for multiple projects involving Darth Bane, potentially including a solo project. It's unknown if these projects would be theatrically released movies or Disney Plus series. Okay, so essentially we don't know anything about what it specifically is. We don't know if it's cameos, because it says potentially a solo project, so that means they could just be cameos in other stuff. Or it could be theatrically released, so it's not even necessarily Disney Plus at all, which is interesting. Now, the reason this one specifically jumps out at me is because all those other ones have been very specifically rumored to be Disney Plus series. We know that The Mandalorian Season 2 is supposed to be like the jumping off point for a bunch of backdoor pilots, essentially, for Ahsoka and Boba Fett and stuff like that. But this one's like, oh, it might even be theatrically released. Now, the reason this is interesting is because we have 3 upcoming Star Wars movies, one of which is Taika Waititi's, that we know nothing about. We literally know nothing at all about what they could be. Like, as far as I am aware, the rumor mill for these 3 movies and Taika Waititi's movie is completely blank. No one has come out with like any kind of knowledge of anything, which, considering how much we knew about Rise of Skywalker and how much we know about like Mandalorian Season 2 and all these leaks that have come out recently, it's very surprising that those movies, like, no one knows anything, which it's crazy. Sounds, like that used to be normal, that no one would know anything, but now that sounds crazy that no one knows anything. So if these end up being those 3 movies, that's kind of cool. Now look, I have the Bane trilogy, the books, sitting on my shelf right now. I have not read them yet. I haven't gotten there. I have I even posted a picture on Twitter the other day. I have an entire shelf's worth of books, full shelf, that I have not read yet. And then I have a whole different shelf full of books that I have read. I keep on buying. I'm buying faster than I'm reading them. But I will read those books, and I have to imagine, of course, that if the movies are based off of Darth Bane, or if there's like some kind of, these could either be theatrical movies that are showing up, or maybe it's not a series. Something else that I've thought about, this is not coming from anywhere, but something that I thought would be a pretty cool idea is what if Lucasfilm started working on just hour and a half long animated movies type things, sort of like the DC animated movies. They come out with they're only an hour and a half long. They're not even 2 hours, but they're they go straight to DVD. They're like $20-$25, and they're pretty good production value. The voice acting, the animation's always really good, and they actually culminated all of those DC animated movies into this one epic crossover event that ended the whole line, and that was a 16-part animated shared universe thing they had going on, and that was all just straight to DVD movies. Now they could do something similar to that for Star Wars. They don't have to make a Darth Bane series, like an 8-episode, 10-episode series. They could just make, here's an hour and a half long movie, and we're going to do 3 of these, and that's the Darth Bane trilogy. They could do something as simple as that, rather than dedicating to multiple seasons of a series, which I imagine is harder to do. They could do animated, just little short movies like that. That'd be cool. So if something like that came out of this Darth Bane thing, that'd be pretty neat. So let's go ahead and read a little bit about what they say about Darth Bane, which is kind of stuff that I'm assuming most of you people reading this know. Darth Bane is a prominent figure in Star Wars history. He is known to be one of the first Sith Lords. See, that part I think there might be embellishing a little. I don't think he's one of the first Sith Lords. He lived a long time ago, but anyways, and lived 1,000 years prior to the Clone Wars. He is most famous for implementing the Rule of 2 among the Sith, whereby there can only be one Sith Master and apprentice at a time. Yeah, and he was in, they talk about it here, but yeah, he was in the Clone Wars. Yoda met it might not have been his ghost, it might have just been a projection illusion type thing, but Yoda talked to that projection, whatever it was actually supposed to be. And they kind of went over how you created the Rule of 2, so it's canon. Darth Bane is still canon, at least as far as that appearance in Clone Wars goes. The books, of course, are now legends, but they could always, and that's the thing, is a lot of the past events, the Old Republic and stuff like the Darth Bane trilogy, because it happened so long ago, they could adapt almost the entire thing, as long as there aren't huge contradictions, right, to the canon history now. So they could really just adapt those books into hour and a half long animated movies, put that on Disney Plus, and say, hey, we're making a trilogy and it's just animated movies. Why not? I think that'd be cool. Or these could be the live action movies that are coming up, which would be surprising, because those live action movies have been rumored to be Old Republic style things back when Benioff and Weiss were involved. That was the rumors, that they're doing Old Republic because those guys did Game of Thrones and it's all medieval-ish, right? That was the idea, at least. So if it turns out that they just changed it to Darth Bane, which is not as old but still 1,000 years ago, that'd be kind of cool. Plus the High Republic's coming out, which is 200 years ago. They could definitely throw in a lot of Darth Bane references there in the High Republic, kind of preparing new readers to this whole Darth Bane thing. It's hey, there was this guy, and it was, for them it was only 800 years ago. They could do something like that with the High Republic leading into Darth Bane. So there's a lot of stuff that this could end up being. Basically, we have like a big question mark, which is interesting because so many of these rumors were just direct, like, yeah, it's a Disney Plus series, but this one leaves the door open a little bit more. And I trust Daniel Rickman to not be reporting, nonsense. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. I like that. Let me know what you guys think that this could end up being. Are you excited by Darth Bane? Is Darth Bane one of your favorite guys? I haven't read the trilogy yet, so I don't know how the books are, but yeah, this sounds pretty cool to me. I'm down with it. Let's do it. All right.